Hello. Hi. This is probably like 3 days since the last mic talk was recorded. It's I want to say maybe the 9th of November, but I had a little breakdown. I didn't really realize how stressed I was. I had been pushing myself way too hard with the social media thing, just plowing expectations on myself, milestones that even if I achieved them, they just quickly became the starting point rather than the end goal. And I had a moment where I realized that I was way too stressed. And it's because I saw this opportunity as my only opportunity to make something happen with a new skill set that I wanted to develop. And I realized that that is complete and total garbage. I have time. I have plenty of time. And this is a safe practice zone to use to develop myself. I love YouTube. I love helping people. And I love content creation. For my other job, I am now one of the people that makes content on there. And I'm doing it with my girlfriend. And I just realized my approach wasn't correct. It's not what it could be, right? And so I rely heavily on humor. With my YouTube, I don't really go that far with special effects or anything like that. The only time I add any effects is when I'm being funny, or trying to at least. And so, yeah, my camera work ain't great, and my humor made the account and my eyes feel too personal. And this is for a business, and as funny as that is, businesses still need to express a more professional side. So my partner has more professional training. She has been professionally trained, period. And her videos, though, maybe in her eyes they were simple, I thought they were beautiful. The work, the angles, the vibe. And it was like, oh, JC, step up the game. Let's go, dog. Come on. And it wasn't in a competitive sense, but it was like, oh, like, this is who I got in my corner. Like, all right, like, I'm going to start asking questions, and other things I want to figure out for myself, and get my own style. And so it was a slap in the face for me in the terms of, like, my approach wasn't correct. As enthusiastic as I was, I need to take a moment and reapproach this. But it was a good feeling in that I'm going to learn a lot. And so in the way that I approached that opportunity where I was making a bunch of content at one time, filming a bunch at one time, and then editing when I chose to edit, I decided that I wanted to do the same thing with YouTube again, where I would just, film a bunch and just keep filming and filming and filming, and then I'll just edit whenever I feel like it. Sometimes I just want to sit and edit, and that's fine, but sometimes I don't have anything to edit. And in the past, I would film and edit in the same day, and that doesn't really breed the best work. Sometimes you just want to film and go about with your day, and then the stress of editing just kills you, and then you don't want to touch your video, you don't want to touch your work, and you burn out without even doing anything. You just burn out from the stress. And again, touching back on that stress, I've felt like meditation, spirituality really has, for the most part, left my life. As I exercise this more materialistic approach to life of wanting money and seeing that as a means of happiness, a means of setting myself up, what I've really done is create this mindset of what I have now like it isn't enough. Like, don't get me wrong, it is enough. Like, I'm taken care of and I'm saving, but it isn't enough because I want more. And it's just suffering. It's just so much suffering. And I have this thing to where, like, I need to strive for more. Otherwise, my value as a person isn't high, or I will be devalued because I don't have ambitions and I'm not making progressions. And it's just so killer. It's so, like, I feel like I'm being eroded at slowly chipped away, because it's just like death. It feels like death. And I know, like, okay, if it feels like that, you need to stop doing it. But an environment where it feels like everyone's doing something to move their life forward, and some might look down on you based on certain decisions, it's just hard to not want to get ahead. And that's completely a perception I've built for myself. And so I've made it a goal for myself to really start slowing down. And in some days just completely stop. And so then when I decide to start going again, I'm not rushing, but I have a rhythm. I mean, even if on the first day I trip up and start rushing, I will stop again. And the next time I'll have a better start. And hopefully I can last longer, have better momentum. And just refine the process, refine what I'm doing, refine my skill sets. Because I can make money from any skill set that I want. So I want to make it something that I enjoy, something that comes easy to me, something I can maintain, something that I can balance. And it's teaching me a lot about myself, and I really love it. I'm learning emotional, mental pain tolerance. I am learning the absolute importance of diet throughout all of this. Yesterday I was bad. I'm working at a coffee shop along with my other job. And I decided I would sip on some espresso, and just the come down, the anxiety, it just burns up the nervous system. And the nervous system, it governs the body, right? So if you're just shot, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be on edge. It's just not fun. And so next week is mucusless week, where me and my girlfriend are going to eat completely mucusless, which means starch-free, fat-free fruits and vegetables. That's all we get. And some people will be like, how? But when you've practiced the mucusless diet healing system, and you learn the principles, and you've done the transition, and you get to where we're at now, it's doable to transition to those higher levels of eating for a week at a time, and then transition back into mucus and starch eating. Granted, not extreme. One, because you can't really go back to extreme as you were before, and two, you just don't want to. You really, really feel how poisonous the food is to the body. And so, going off of that, it's important for me because I can't do anything. I can't think. I just can't perform. My skills don't get developed. And when my health is failing, what is money? Money isn't going to make this pain go away. Money isn't going to help me eliminate this mucus. Money isn't going to help this suffering end. The suffering I'm facing is the reparation, the paying of my dues for wrong eating, for misuse of my body. And as I become cleaner, I need less. The more I fast safely, the more I safely fast, the healthier I eat, the more I see that chasing materialistic abundance is just a journey that's in vain. It's not worth it. So then I always get to myself, well, what do I do? Do I chase anything? Who do I pray to? What do I do? And so my goal for this month was to be a creator, and more of a creator, less of a consumer. And my secret goal is to just kick up my spirituality and I have direction. I know what I need to watch. I know what I need to understand. I'm gonna be okay. Thanks for watching. Love.